What do you think? What are your thoughts? You want to be involved with those people? Is that what your heart's telling you? Be aware of those things. All things that are exposed are made manifest by the light. Therefore, arise from the dead. In other words, he's saying, as Paul of Ephesians, what are you thinking about? Do you wish you were out there? Do you wish you were having fellowship out there? All of us, if we're honest, would have to say, yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. I've guarded the front door, cleaned out the storage, put in some good stuff. I'm trying to keep a check on what gets out that others see. And I know what's out there, and I understand they're trying to get in, but you know, it looks good out there. And I need to be aware of the things in my heart that try to have contact with those things out there that aren't good. Someone has been trying to convince me to cut out certain things from my diet and my drinking. Someone has. And I've told them the same thing every day. Here's what I decided. Now, granted, I'm allowed to change this if I choose to. But right now, here's what I decided. The 5 years, extra life I'm going to get in on that end, aren't worth giving it up on this end. That's where I stand right now. Now, they're trying to say, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. But you know what? I like fried green tomatoes. And I like cheese. And I drink my diet dues. It's just me. Give it up now. Live 5 years longer. Not sure it's worth it. Not sure. See, I know what I like. It's on the outside. And that's what Paul's saying. You do all this protection, you do all this guarding, but you still got to look at yourself and know, what am I drawn to that's out there that's not good for me? Because I have the key to the door. I can open it up, get out. I can take the lock off. I can go through all the protections that I put in, just like the computer, right? You go in and put the filters real heavy on your computer, and it has a password because you're the administrator. It tells you, here is what's blocking your computer. But I'm the administrator. I know the password. I can just go change it. Right? Have you ever tried this? I got the filter set really well. I'm not going to look. Nobody look. We're just going to hit some keys. Now the password nobody knows. Not possible. Now we've locked ourselves out. Pretty good protection, though, isn't it? Interesting. Let's keep moving. For out of it are the issues of life. Trying to get through quickly here. Here we go. This is still there. Keep your heart. Guard it with all heart. Because out of it are the issues of life. Quickly, Matthew 15. Here's what Jesus is saying. You know the story very well. We're not going to go through it all the way. Basically, the Pharisees were upset because Jesus and his disciples were violating one of their laws about washing and eating. And Jesus came right back at them, but you're violating too. You transgress your own. It's the commandment of God that you transgress. How so? God said, honor your father and mother. But here's what you say. What profit you might have received from me is a gift to God. In other words, you set it up so that a person does not have to be responsible to take care of his parents if you dedicate that money to God. Doesn't mean they were actually using it for God. They just dedicated it to God. The next key words are important, it seems to me. Then he need not honor reason for making law was to free themselves from the issue that came up. Honor your father and mother. The issues of life, the things that life brings to the fore, the things that really matter in life are things of the heart. It tells you where your heart really is. Do you know why? You know why. Why do we fight things like abortion? Because in our heart of hearts, we know that's murder. And those who advocate it, I know that in their heart of hearts, they want to be able to do it for themselves. It's what's in their hearts. That's why they're constantly monitoring certain legislation that takes place just to see if it has any connection whatsoever to abortion. Because I want to fight it if it does, because we got to keep abortion. You could say the same thing about homosexual rights. We got to watch everything that's said because we have to keep that. And if it impinges on that in any way, we got to fight against it. Why? Because that's what's in their hearts. And so I think the wise man was right. Keep your heart with all diligence. Because from the heart come the issues of life. The things that people battle over. The things that cause controversy. The things that cause fighting and bickering and control really are issues of the heart. I tell young people, especially college age, we've talked about many times relationships. And I make 3 points for them to understand. When you're in a relationship, you're thinking about marriage. Number 1, understand what are your uncompromisables. Now that list is, by definition, pretty small. 2, 3, 4, 5 things that you're not going to change for anybody. Nobody. It's not up for debate. You're going to say, this is what I'm standing for, even if it means that I don't have a marriage relationship. I'm standing on this. Uncompromisables. Then there are the compromisables. You're you got some ideas, but you're willing to work with somebody to make it fit. Then there are the inconsequentials. Just doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. If that's how you want, fine with me. Doesn't matter. Like when my wife says, what color should the drapes be? That's inconsequential. Inconsequential. I've given one opinion my entire marriage of 30 years. Don't put pink drapes in the bedroom. I said, want to sleep in a pink room? Now my wife looks beautiful in pink, but I just can't stand sleeping in a pink room. That's it. Inconsequentials, green or blue or purple or whatever. Of course, they never choose those. They choose lilac. All these weird color names. Okay, but the uncompromisable, that's the hard one. The issues that really matter are matters of heart. Therefore, keep your heart with all guarding, because that's where the issues of life reside. So now, we've moved this far. We've learned about a man who's just like us. He can sin and come back. That's what we have to do. We've learned the importance of getting to the central point of the matter. We've understood that Jesus had the heart that we are to emulate. And I need to emulate all 4 aspects of his heart. And whichever one I'm lacking in, I need to pick up. And then I need to understand that it's my responsibility to guard my heart in every way possible. I need to watch what comes in, what stays, get out of bed, put in the good, watch what's going out that I'm understanding still might be around there. I need to be aware of what's happening out there that still might try to get in, and be aware of what's in here that I like about out there, because I can go and change those locks anytime I want. And the reason my heart in the matter is important is because the real issues of life is not right here. So that tomorrow night, we'll ask the question, so where is my heart? We'll start by asking it tonight. Where's your heart? One song you sing says, my heart right with God. Tonight, if your heart is not right with the Lord, you want it to be. If you've come here saying, I want to get some help, and I want these people to help me, they'll do it. They're willing to. Tonight would be a great night to get the help you need from people who love you. If you'll come as we stand and sing.